Hello, my beautiful Taurus. Welcome or welcome back to Unbound Soul Tarot. I'm Helen, and today I will be doing an energy check-in reading for you guys. So, quick confession, this is actually the second time I'm filming this, just because the first time I did your reading, it left a very weird feeling in me. It's almost like I just felt this sense of like something was missing or something was left unsaid, or it wasn't actually like the best. I don't know, it wasn't like it wasn't it basically. Yeah, so we're gonna try and do it again, and hopefully this time the messages will come through in a more cohesive way. Here's hoping anyway. So basically, just to get this intro part out of the way quickly, if you are new to my channel or to tarot readings in general, then you can go in the description box and just quickly go through the information that I have left there, because it will just tell you a few things to bear in mind as you are watching this reading. But if you are not new and you know how these things work, then we are just going to jump straight into it. So basically, what we're going to be looking at more specifically is we're going to see what is driving you at the moment, what is your weak spot that you might not be aware of, but that you definitely need to address. And lastly, what have you mastered? And then we're going to get into the tarot, and we're going to see why the thing that is driving you forward at this time is actually driving you. We're going to see how you can improve this weak spot of yours that you may or may not be aware of. And lastly, what will you be able to do now that you have mastered this thing that you have mastered? So yeah, that's the gist of today's reading. So let's get straight to it. I'm going to start with the Energy Oracle deck, and yeah, just jump straight to what is driving you at this time. Oh, journey, interesting. Okay, and fifth chakra at the bottom. Yeah, so it's it's going to be interesting to see whether any of the same cards come out that came out for the first reading that I did. As I was shuffling, I actually did see one card that came out for you in exactly the same spot that I was thinking of. And also I did see two of the tarot cards that I think you had as well. So yeah, it's very interesting. But this one didn't come out for your first one. So yeah, but it kind of goes in the same direction. But I want to get all the cards out first, and then I'll get more into them. So let's see what your weak spot is. Please show me what is Taurus's weak spot that they may or may not be aware of. What is Taurus's... Oh. Okay. Whoa. Okay. You have financial constraints, which is so funny because this card actually came out as something that you have mastered. So that's very interesting. At the bottom, we have Healer of the Ages. Okay, and let's look at what it is that you have mastered. I'm gonna try and move them a bit up so you'll be able to see them better. Okay. What has Taurus mastered? What has Taurus mastered? What has Taurus mastered? Oh, a victory. Nice. Oh my goodness, and blossoming abundance at the bottom. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so the first thing that we're starting off with, this journey card. So this is the energy that is driving you forward the most at this time. And I'm not actually surprised, because actually the first card that you got was Angel of Balance, and it actually came out in reverse. So it's fairly similar to me in the sense that it seems like you are moving towards, or you're trying to move towards a place of more balance. It's like you are in this transition period of leaving behind everything that you have gone through. It's kind of universal actually, but it's like you are leaving this huge cycle, and you are taking everything that you have learned with you, but you are so ready for the new now. You are so ready to see what life has to offer next, what this journey that you are on, this life journey, this soul journey, what it has to bring you, and what it has to teach you, what it has to show you, what it has to what kind of experiences it has in store for you. That's what you are mainly focused on. And it's actually even funny that this the woman on the card, she's holding like this little lantern or something, and there's this blue light in there that is very, very I don't know if you'll be able to see. It's very bright, but it's like she's not looking at it. And it's funny to me because in this I'm actually going to find it for you because I just want to show you for comparison. We have the Angel of Balance. And the Angel of Balance, see? The Angel of Balance is holding this like blue liquid or something, and there's a lot of blue coming out as well. And it's funny because I even pointed it out in the first reading that blue is associated with the throat chakra, which I think you actually got as well, the fifth chakra, the throat chakra, with the underlying energy. So it's actually associated with Taurus. So yeah, it's it's so funny to me that it's almost like I feel a very strong connection with these two cards. Yeah, it's like you are being driven by this sense of needing to get to a more harmonious and balanced state in your life. Because see all this baggage that she has around her? Like, she has accumulated everything that she could from the past, and now it's time to go. So I feel like this thing that is driving you forward is the sense of newness, the sense of adventure, just looking forward to brand new experiences. Now, financial constraints. As I said, it's funny that this came out as something that you have mastered in the first reading, and now it's coming through as a weak spot of yours. So and actually, even like for the last reading that I did sense that this is a state that you might have been in, or that you might have been struggling with, but it's almost like I get this sense that it's like you are used to getting by with very little, or just making do with what you have. And it is a very, very very useful skill to have, but at the same time, it can be limiting, it can be restrictive as well, just because it might kind of instill in you the sense that that's all you need, and like it might kind of keep you stuck in this state of maybe some lack or just some financial difficulty, and it's not actually allowing you to go forward and expand and to grow, because it's almost like you get so used to it that you don't even imagine yourself having any more, or even maybe even daring to go for any more. So you might need to kind of expand your horizons a bit, or open up your mind to what you feel and what you believe is possible for yourself, and actually having the self-confidence to ask for it, to go for it, and to know your worth, and not be afraid of stating your worth to others. Because this to me feels that it's just time. It's time for you to kind of expand and to kind of do a quick self-check and see how you actually feel about yourself, what your relationship to money is, what your relationship to abundance is, and how you actually perceive it for yourself. Like whether you actually believe that it is possible for you, and whether you actually believe that you are worthy of it and you can have it. Because this is the blossoming abundance is the underlying energy for this whole reading as well. So it does tell me that it's fairly connected to monetary situations, financial matters, and that might be something that you are focusing on at this time. So that might actually be something that you are trying to journey away from, or that you're trying to leave behind. This more struggling energy, or being in a bit of a position of lack maybe, and now you are trying to move towards more of this abundance and living freely, living in just living in more harmony and prosperity, and seeing like which road will actually get you there and what do you want to do to get there. So it's very, very exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff. But it's, yeah, I feel like you need to kind of open up your mind about it. And lastly, we have victory. So this is something that you have mastered. So because this is such a broad term, it could refer to anything, any like accomplishments that you have had in your life recently. I actually even want to say that this might represent this feeling of gratitude that you might have mastered, feeling like you are in a very good place. And that's why I say that I feel this like very strong link with the previous reading that I did for you when this card came out as the thing that you have mastered. And I feel that because, as I said, like it's a very positive thing. It's a very positive skill to have, to be able to make do with very little, or to make a little go a very long way. Because if you are operating from this point of view that you have enough, even if maybe you are struggling a bit, but you are making it work for yourself and you are still able to be grateful for what you have, then that brings in abundance in itself already. Just having that mindset and again, gratitude for what it is that you have. Instead of being in this mindset that, you know, you don't have enough and that there's never enough and you don't know where like you could get more and all those kinds of thoughts that are more negative. So I feel this very strong link that you might have mastered this sense of just being happy with what you have and being appreciative, and knowing that there are so many things in your life already to be grateful for, to be happy about, because of this blossoming abundance. I feel like this is a very strong theme that is underlying. So yeah, even though you might have been struggling, or even though you may still be struggling financially speaking, I feel like you are working towards a more prosperous lifestyle, or more prosperous life in general. Whatever that prosperity and abundance means to you, it could be monetary. I feel a very monetary vibe with this card specifically, but it doesn't necessarily have to be, because I mean, everyone identifies prosperity differently. But yeah, that's basically what I'm getting with these three cards. But let's go into the tarot as well and see what we can find out. So this is the Light Seers Tarot, and we're going to start with this journey card, seeing why this is the thing that is driving you forward. Please give me two cards for why is this journey card the main driving force for Taurus. Why is this journey card the main driving force for Taurus? Oh my goodness, okay. Well, I'm going to take these two because they turned over. But, okay, yeah. Okay, so I just wanted to point out we did get the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Wands in reverse as well. I'm not going to take them just because they didn't turn over, so. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords, which is Gemini energy, and the Fool, which is Aries energy, or Aquarian energy. So yeah, this is very clearly talking about just kind of taking a deep dive and surrendering to to the universal forces, and just letting go of this like mindset that might be kind of tormenting you. It's like you are just taking a completely new approach, or you're ready to let go of any of these limiting and restrictive thoughts that you have, because the Nine of Swords is all about our mental activity. It's all about our thoughts. It's all about our fears and anxieties coming to haunt us and not really letting us be. But it's all internal. It's all the things that we create ourselves in our own minds. And with this Fool card, I just get that this is like complete surrendering. Like you are just ready to let go of this just more fear-driven and more worrisome energy that you might have been in, and now you're ready to leap into the new, to go and see where this new path takes you, where this new beginning takes you, what experiences this new cycle is going to bring. And it's very surrendered, it's very control free, it's very it's just very free and flowing, and it's almost like you just trust the universe that it knows where it's taking you. And you don't have to know exactly where you're going, but you just know that you are going to arrive at the right place. And I also feel that with this lady, and it's also funny to me that on both of these, actually on 3 of these cards, on this one, it's like she's covering her face, right? So she's not even looking up. But on these 2 cards, her face is like turned upwards, but she's not looking at what she's actually holding. You see on both of these cards, it's funny to me how, like, she's holding this crystal and she's holding this little like lantern of blue light. So again, it's almost like the force that is driving you forward is coming from higher dimensions, and you don't need to see, you don't need to know where they are taking you. You just need to go along for the ride, basically. And that's what you're doing, because this is the main driving force for you at this time. So that's really, really beautiful energy. And now let's look at this financial constraints. So let's see how you can overcome this blind spot or weak spot of yours, how you can improve it. Oh, we have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, Capricorn energy. Yeah, Ace of Wands. I think that came out for you guys. I believe it did anyway, but new perspective and letting go of this more struggling energy. Okay, one more though. How can Taurus... Oh my goodness. Okay, these 2 cards still wanted to come out, so they're coming out. Okay. Oh, interesting. And the 5 of Swords in reverse at the bottom. Okay, so the 2 of Pentacles as well as the 4 of Pentacles, both Capricorn energy, and the 2 of Wands is Aries energy. Okay, so I actually feel like, and it's also because of the underlying energy being the 5 of Swords, because of this as well, I do feel like it's like the main thing that you can do for yourself is, again, to kind of let go of this limiting mindset. You need to kind of shift your perception of what abundance means to you and how you perceive yourself with it, or how you relate to prosperity. Because I do feel that there is a lot of like self-limiting beliefs. So it's almost like you don't see, it's almost like you're not able to see financial prosperity in your future, or you're struggling with it. It's like, because these 2 cards came out together, I feel like they are supposed to be together. So with this 4 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands in reverse, this is a lot to, this is talking a lot about like this mindset of lack, or not really feeling that there are other opportunities out there for you to expand. It's like you need to have a very firm grip on what it is that you have, because you're afraid that you are going to lose it, and you don't see any like future opportunities or possibilities for you. It's a very, very limiting mindset. But again, with this 2 of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like you need to come out of this. It's either going to be this or the other, right? Again, with this 5 of Swords in reverse, it's like you, and with the 7 of Swords behind that, oh my goodness, and the Tower behind that, it's very much like you need a fresh new perspective. You need a whole new way of seeing things. You need an epiphany. You need to kind of clear and just get rid of this old way of thinking about yourself and what is possible for you when it comes to abundance. Because with the 7 of Swords and the 5 of Swords, I feel like this is very, like, it's almost like you are undermining yourself, you are undermining your own worth, and you are just you're just really, really not doing yourself any favors with the Seven of Swords in reverse. You're not doing yourself any favors. You're actually keeping yourself back from everything that you could have, and just like basically fulfilling your full potential. That's what I'm getting with this. So again, you kind of need to expand your horizons a bit. You need to shift this perspective that you have of what is possible for you and what you are worth. For some reason, this worth question keeps coming up a lot. So that might be an issue for you. So just if it is, just keep that in mind, and it might be a really good idea to just like have these discussions with yourself, or maybe even to do some automatic writing, some journaling, and seeing what comes up when you start asking yourself questions about money and how you perceive it and what you believe that is possible for you or what you are worth. Like when you start asking these questions from yourself, you might be surprised at what comes through, and that what is embedded in your subconscious mind, because sometimes we might not even be aware. We might not even be aware of these programmings that lie in our subconscious mind and that drive us, but that we might not be aware that they are driving us. Okay, so let's look at this victory card as well quickly, and then we'll close this reading out. So let's see what you'll be able to do now that you have mastered this victory. What will they be able to do now that they have mastered this victory? Oh, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Virgo energy. Okay, oh my goodness, and the Ace of Wands is still here. Okay, so accelerating. I feel like you are going to accelerate your growth, your movement forward. One more, please. Oh, yes, see, Judgment. Oh, this is so beautiful. Okay, so Judgment is Scorpionic energy. Oh my goodness. And Justice at the bottom. Wow, okay. Yeah, this is beautiful. So Justice is Libra energy. And this is just complete equilibrium. Okay, I'm going to try and get them in the center here. So, okay. Wow, so yeah, basically I feel like you are going to be able to move forward in a much more free and limitless way. And it's also, I feel like it's also going to be a lot quicker, this movement forward, because of this Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like there's going to be a lot less hesitation. There's going to be less like going back and forth on things and not being very sure of yourself, whether you should do something or whether you should stay where you are. I just feel like it's almost like you are coming more and more into your true self, and you are able to really go for what it is that you truly want. Like you are allowing yourself to express yourself more freely, and by doing that, I feel like, oh my goodness, and behind that we have the World. This is so beautiful. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Yeah, exactly. You are becoming who you are meant to be in this life. You are reaching this state of complete balance and equilibrium within yourself. And it's all because you are allowing yourself to be who you are. Because again, it's like you have kind of mastered this more optimistic and this more optimistic mindset of like, you can be anything you want. So I feel like, yeah, it's almost like your growth in any sense of the word, like spiritually, financially, just emotionally, everything. I feel like you will be able to soar through those and accelerate your growth even further. Okay, so I'm going to leave you guys with this because I feel like I have already dragged this reading on for way too long, but I don't know why I was struggling so hard, especially like at the beginning. It was really difficult for me to get the words out and to even like, yeah, just to talk to you guys. So I feel like this sense of like limitation or restriction that was coming through here, you might be very strongly experiencing it, because as I said, I was struggling with the first reading. I felt like there were some things that I really needed to say to you, or that needed to come through, didn't. So I feel like we got there with this one, but I still feel like it was quite a struggle. So yeah, I don't know whether you felt that too, but it was a really difficult reading for me. So yeah, but I hope that it made some sense to you guys. I hope that it offered you something. If you got something from this reading, and if this resonated with you in any way, then please let me know in the comment section down below. I would really, really, really appreciate it. And also, if you could give me a thumbs up, that would mean so much to me as well. And if you haven't subscribed already, but you did enjoy this reading, my style of readings, and my energy in general, then yeah, don't forget to subscribe so that you wouldn't miss out on my future readings. And that's it. So I'm just, yeah, I'm sending you so much love and light. Thank you so much for watching this reading and spending this time with me. And I am wishing you all the best. Take care. Bye-bye.